Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steeler Nation what's on our minds. I'm Melanie Friedlander. Now that Super Bowl 59 is in the books, all 31 teams that didn't win it will now turn their attention to how to correct that for next year. That starts with free agency in the draft. For the Steelers, there are a lot of holes to fill in a variety of position groups. Last year, the Steelers front office tried repeatedly and failed just as often in their attempts to trade for a talented veteran wide receiver. Instead, they added Mike Williams just before the trade deadline from the Jets. Williams saw little action and fewer targets, so it's likely that he won't be back in the roster next season. A fair number of mock drafts have already had the Steelers taking a wide receiver in the first round. The names linked to Pittsburgh with the 21st overall pick seem to be Matthew Golden from Texas and Ohio State's Emeka Egbuka. In general, I'm not a fan of spending a first-round draft pick on a wide receiver. The Steelers have been consistently able to find talent and value in the second round and beyond. But we have yet to see if 2024 third-round pick Roman Wilson can stay healthy and contribute to this offense. And there is a reasonable chance that George Pickens will be leaving for free agency after this season. The question, of course, is whether a wide receiver selected in the middle of the first round will give the team a return on that value. With all the obsessive draft analysis done, it's still tough to predict how a player will perform. It depends, of course, on the quarterback, coaching, scheme, and player health, among other things. In the past 5 drafts, only CeeDee Lamb and Chris Olave have really lit up the stat sheet when it comes to wide receivers drafted in the middle of the first round. The other value expected from a first-round draft pick is longevity. The player should at least be worth the team picking up the 5th-year option and hopefully signing him to a second contract. A player like Larry Fitzgerald, who played all 17 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals, is rare. Most wide receivers will want to maximize their earnings early and often while they can. Looking at the Steelers' history, you could argue that they spent their draft capital well the last time they took a wide receiver in the first round. That would be back in 2006, when they selected Santonio Holmes with the 25th pick. While he only lasted 4 seasons in the black and gold, the Super Bowl MVP helped secure the 6th Lombardi Trophy for Pittsburgh. And his departure had more to do with off-the-field issues, following a season where he posted over 1,200 yards receiving. There will probably be about 3,000 mock drafts between now and the real event. It's way too soon to predict what direction the Steelers will go with their first-round pick. But if it's a wide receiver, they need to think about which player is most likely to give them a return on that investment. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.